If you don't like legal headaches but still want to sell property, then know this one crucial law. In Karnataka, Article 5(e) of the Karnataka Stamp Act, 1957 is your best friend when selling immovable property. It requires a 0.5% stamp duty on the sale price at the e-stamp stage. This stamp duty is claimable during final property registration, reducing your overall costs. But beware, a common mistake is using Article 5(j) instead of 5(e). Article 5(j) covers other agreements and can lead to legal complications and delays. So how do you avoid this? Always select Article 5(e) on the e-stamping portal, consult a legal expert if unsure, and double-check your details. Follow these steps to generate your e-stamp correctly. Visit the e-stamping portal, select Article 5(e), enter the sale amount and generate your e-stamp. Use this during registration to adjust your stamp duty. Remember, correct e-stamping under Article 5(e) ensures a smooth sale and saves you from costly errors. Understanding the various subsections of Article 5 under the Karnataka Stamp Act, 1957 is crucial for anyone dealing with legal agreements. Here's a complete list to guide you. Article 5(a), Sale of Bill of Exchange. This pertains to agreements related to the sale of a bill of exchange, where a party agrees to pay another a specific amount at a future date. Article 5(b), Sale of Government Securities. This covers agreements for the purchase or sale of government securities like bonds and treasury bills, where stamp duty is applied. Article 5(c), Purchase, Sale of Securities, CI. This section deals with the purchase or sale of securities other than government securities, C2. This subsection focuses on securities traded on recognized stock exchanges. Article 5(d), Lease cum Sale Agreement. This relates to agreements where a property is leased with an option to purchase at a later date, often seen in real estate. Article 5(e), Sale Agreement for Immovable Property. Most important, this section is used for agreements related to the sale of immovable property, land, buildings. In Karnataka, the government mandates a 0.5% stamp duty on the property's sale price at the time of e-stamp generation for sale agreements under this article. This 0.5% can be claimed during the final property registration. Mistake? Many people wrongly use Article 5(j), Other Agreements, for property sale agreements, which can lead to complications as the stamp duty under 5(e) is crucial for reclaiming during property registration. Article 5(f), Joint Development Agreement, JDA. This applies to agreements between landowners and developers to develop the land for mutual benefit, common in real estate projects. Article 5(g), Sale of Movable Property Agreements for the sale of movable assets like vehicles or machinery are covered under this clause. Article 5(h), Mortgage Agreement. This section covers agreements related to mortgage transactions where a property is used as collateral for a loan. Article 5(i), Demat account agreement agreements related to opening and operating a dematerialized demat account for holding securities in electronic form. Article 5(ia), Broadcasting/Telecasting/Trading Account Agreement. This deals with agreements for broadcasting, telecasting, or trading accounts, especially relevant in the media industry. Article 5(ib), Intellectual Property Rights Assignment Transfer Agreement. This section governs agreements for the transfer or assignment of intellectual property rights like patents or trademarks. Article 5(ic), Works Contracts Agreement. Agreements for work contracts, particularly those related to construction, renovation, or maintenance projects. Article 5(j), Other Agreements. This is a catch-all category for agreements that do not fall under any other specific subsections of Article 5. Important to note, 5(j) should not be used for immovable property sale agreements, as 5(e) is the correct clause. Many mistakenly use 5(j) for property agreements, resulting in issues later with stamp duty and registration. With this knowledge, you can navigate the legal landscape of Karnataka Stamp Act more effectively and avoid costly mistakes.